Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Clemson will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got Ernie on the Jets. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Agbana. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the ball comes to rest right there. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Yellow Jackets offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Off play action on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Trying play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. How about that elusiveness? He's got space.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And the Yellow Jackets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Slams ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Right down the boulevard. The lead is now 4 here in the 1st. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. He's going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They just keep firing. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
On the run, still looking. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a 2-point conversion attempt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The corner route is a very difficult route to cover. It's difficult because the receiver pushes up the field, so it looks like a deep route and then breaks really quickly to the sideline.
It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Grab behind the line. It's Agbana. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah.
Going over the top. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Ball changes hands and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. Got a first down. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Not much feels better to an offense than to get some breathing room with an explosive play like that. Now first and 10 from the 39. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. He's looking to pass.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the running back.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Plants it fly. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires it incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Quarterback strolling away from heat. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Clemson.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He might want another play. Here's the pressure. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice game. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Unloads quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with the one there.
Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. On the ground, it's Thorne. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going.
There he goes. The 40. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Leaves it with the back. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He's got his man across the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, what a move. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They've got him looking raw, but they're going to throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. Give to the running back. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play. Find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. First down and more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense is expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Thorne. Strong, firm tackle.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Might be calling a hot route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Shows him the stiff arm. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes his man miss.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss.
In the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on 3rd and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another.